Tonight I'll continue that fantastic tradition of me butchering actors and directors' names. Let's see how I go. We are talking tonight about Lilo and Stitch, the 2025 live action version, that one. Anyway, let's talk about it. G'day, it's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. So tonight we're having a chat about Lilo and Stitch, the 2025 live action reimagining of the 2002 Disney animated movie, which was directed and written by Chris Sanders. What's this film all about? This film tells the story of a young girl by the name of Lilo, played by Malia Kiloha in her film debut. She is a young Hawaiian girl who's having real trouble adapting to life after the passing of her parents, and is attempting to be brought up by her eldest sister, Nani, played by Sydney Elizabeth Agudong. So upon seeing what she believes one night is a shooting star out of her window, Lilo wishes for a loyal and caring friend. Well, actually, that shooting star wasn't, in fact, a shooting star. It was a giant, out-of-control spaceship from the planet Tiro, where an experiment gone wrong in the form of a multi-armed blue koala-looking creature, dubbed Experiment 626, is located inside. The two connect after Lilo goes into a dog shelter, a shelter where 626 has been brought in the night before, thinking it's actually a dog, and Lilo adopts this blue creature, who she calls Stitch. Now, Stitch is also trying to keep a low profile because there are two aliens from its planet now in the undercover human form of Zach Galifianakis and Billy Magnuson, and hijinks ensue. So this one is directed by Dean Fleischer Camp, who did the wonderful little film called Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. That was a beautiful little short film that got nominated for an Academy Award a couple of years back, I think it was now. And this film, well, I'm going to start off by saying I have absolutely no affinity with the 2002 film. It came out at a time where I was probably about 26, and so I wasn't really in the genre of wanting to invest into kids animated Disney films at that time. I was more interested in action films and serious dramas, and I wasn't really interested in animated films, particularly of the Disney kids variety. So I had no real inkling for this film. Even when my kids were growing up, they were a little bit they came a lot after this, so I never really thought about introducing them to it. So going in tonight, I went in relatively blind. I know who Lilo and Stitch was, but hadn't really invested in the property or the material. So I went in, and this film was like being, I'll put down to what it feels like eating 12 packets of mixed lollies in a very short amount of time, and being thrown images at the screen in a fast succession. The opening sequence of this actually is quite entertaining, and the CGI is pretty good in it, as we're introduced to these creatures on this spaceship coming from this planet, and we meet the Experiment 626, aka Stitch, very early on, and it's really fun. It's a really fun opening sequence, and then we come to planet Earth, and boy oh boy, there we are. This really did feel like a Nickelodeon style of film, maybe like a Dora the Explorer type of thing, and I just felt like the oldest guy in the room, to be honest with you. This kind of felt like if someone invited me to go along to their daughter's Year 5 piano concerto or their school theatre production. That's kind of how I felt this was. And it really felt pretty television, to be honest with you. If it wasn't for the CGI and the big names in it, this could have almost been a direct-to-TV or a direct-to-Netflixy type of thing. In my mind, but because it has the oeuvre of Disney behind it, and the fact that they're trying to remake, for some reason, all of their animated films into live action films, I guess why they still hold the rights to the property. Maybe that's their way of doing things. I don't know. I haven't investigated it enough. But all I knew is that what I was watching on the screen just wasn't designed for me. It's probably designed for small people that will probably enjoy it. And, there is some fun acting, particularly by Billy Magnuson, who did a really great job as one of these aliens in the human body. It was kind of really fun. It gave me some vibes of Men in Black and Vincent D'Onofrio's performance in that, which was really funny. So I felt a little bit of that energy coming through, which was kind of cool. But as for the kids and and there was some surface borderline average acting going on, and I don't know, it was just fine. This is gonna service families well. I'm not gonna remember it probably tomorrow. It really just washed over me, and as much Stitch is a really fun character, and the stills and stuff that I've seen of the original film, it kind of looks fun and colorful and kind of a little bit manic. And this just kind of felt a bit on the verge of amateur. And to me, you know, that's it's just all right. It's going to tick a box for taking the kids to go and see something over the holidays potentially. But for me, I just thought it was really average. It's not going to have the staying power of anything else. I mean, I still think about Beauty and the Beast. I still think about Cinderella, those great live action films, that Disney has produced of their properties. But, nothing else really has truly stuck with me. And this is probably the most, I don't want to say immature, but one of the least properties which has had an impact on me since they've started to do their live action films. And not that that's a bad thing. Maybe it's based on the material as well, but it just feels so slight. Not grandeur, not epic, not necessary. So, for me, it just didn't really do anything. And it was what it was. Anyway, Lilo and Stitch, I'd probably give a 6.5 out of 10. It was fine. What Disney property would you like to see be made up on the big screen? Comment below, let me know. They'll probably get to it, so it might not be necessary. Between now and then, enjoy your night, and I hope you don't get pursued by any blue-looking koalas. Or if you do, don't get eaten by them. Okay, bye-bye then.